Hey everybody, it's Ron from Pick Dawgz, and this is Ron's Bank Shot Breakdown. We're going to go over 5 college basketball games for Friday, December 6, 2024. And if you like what you see, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to put your college basketball picks in the comments section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games I love the most in college hoops and other sports, you can find those at the Premium Picks tab at pickdawgz.com. There's also a link in the description. Alrighty, here we go. Here are the games for Friday in college basketball. First up, we have Manhattan and St. Peter's. This one's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN+. This is a conference game in the MAAC. Last time we talked about Manhattan, we took the points with them against Virginia. They were getting about 17 points. They lost that game by 9 points, so they covered the spread for us. And I do think that Manhattan is better than their current KenPom rating at 313. And I think they'll be actually a decent and competitive team in the conference this season. I think they're catching too many points in this game. You know, St. Peter's is off to a solid start to the year. They've won the last 4 games, and they have the upset win over Duquesne in the last one. But shot quality-wise, this is not a great team really on either side of the ball. They're a great offensive rebounding team, but Manhattan's actually a decent, or at least a D1 average defensive rebounding team. So they shouldn't have a too big of an advantage on the offensive glass in this game. I think Manhattan otherwise is the better team fundamentally. I'm going to go with Manhattan plus the points. I think they have a chance to win it outright, but give me the points with the Jaspers. Next up, Miami, Ohio, and Indiana. This one's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern as well. It's going to be on the Big Ten Network. You know, Indiana, we faded it against Louisville on November 27th, and that was a blowout win for the Cardinals as the dog. They're actually getting, I think, 4 points at the closing number. They win that game by 28 points. But since that loss, you know, Indiana, I thought, was a little bit more competitive against Gonzaga, even though it still was a double-digit loss there. They bounced back with a win against Providence by 16 points. And then a nice, impressive victory over Sam Houston by 26 points, 97-71 in that last game. And Indiana in that game against Louisville really struggled taking care of the basketball. A lot of turnovers, a lot of just sloppiness offensively. But facing a team like Sam Houston, which is a defensive, forces a lot of turnovers, a lot of deflections. Indiana did a great job in that game offensively, obviously 97 points, but only having 12 turnovers in that one. They shot the ball very well from two-point range, about 68% from 2 and 47% from 3. So I am a lot more confident in this Indiana offense. I think the defense was already in a decent spot. Now, fundamentally, maybe not the best rebounding team, and they still have to continue to improve those turnovers, but I still think they have the big advantage in this game. And Miami, Ohio has played well this season, but their wins, all 5 of their wins, really not impressive. The first one against Appalachian State was the best win in terms of a team ranked right around 150 in KenPom. But Maryland Eastern Shore, Siena, Mercer, and Air Force don't really move the needle for me. And we saw them play Michigan on the road, get crushed by 94-67 final score. I think this game could end up with a similar score, so I'm going to go with Indiana and lay the points. Next up, we'll go back to the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference, as this one's Quinnipiac and Ryder. This is going to be 7 p.m. Eastern as well. It's going to be on ESPN+. I kind of view this game as a buy low spot for Quinnipiac. This was a team that was projected to be, honestly, the favorite to win the conference, and they were a top 200 team going into the season in terms of KenPom ratings. They've struggled so far. They're just 3-5. They've lost 3 straight. Lost to Stonehill by 14 points in that last game. Not a great loss there. But I still think that talent-wise, this is a solid team on paper. Fundamentally, they're not too shabby. They definitely have to work on the defensive rebounding, but they're able to force turnovers, take care of the basketball, get some second chance looks, and they're one of the best free throw shooting teams in the country, nailing about 79% from the free throw line. So that's always important in a close game. It looks to be in this one with the spread being so short. Free throws oftentimes are the difference maker, and Ryder's only 66.5% from the charity stripe, ranked about 300th in the country. For me, Ryder, they've lost 4 of the last 5 games. They've definitely played a tough schedule, a lot of true road games, but shot quality-wise, not a great team on really either side of the ball. They turn the ball over a ton. I think Quinnipiac is the better team, and I like their chances to win this game. And like I said, we're getting a great price because of the early season struggles for Quinnipiac. Next up, Prairie View A&M and UAB. This one's 7:30 Eastern on ESPN+. UAB has not been great against the spread to start the season, and they've failed to show up for us a few times this year, but I like them in this spot. I think they match up really well with Prairie View, and I also think that we're getting a really good price because of those struggles, both straight up and against the spread for UAB. UAB is a excellent offensive rebounding team. So while their offense is, they're not really shooting the ball too well to start the year, ranked 308 in three-point shooting, right around 200th in effective field goal percentage. They're still an efficient offense because they take care of the ball, and they're an amazing offensive rebounding team. And Prairie View A&M right now dead last in the country in defensive rebounding percentage. I think UAB is going to score a ton of points in this game. We've seen Prairie View give up a ton of points in recent games, over 100 in 3 of their last 4 games. And that's just not going to get it done, in my opinion, even though UAB is not a great defensive team. And I think Prairie View will be able to keep up for a little while. At this kind of number, I think UAB could find the triple digits again. And I think it's going to be enough for a win and a cover. This is a feel-good spot here. I think a feel-good win and cover for UAB at home. Next up, North Texas and High Point. This one, 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN+. This is really a clash of styles in mid-major college basketball. Great defense against great offense. North Texas, top 15 in adjusted defensive efficiency. High Point, top 60 in adjusted offensive efficiency. For me, North Texas is more battle-tested. I've been more impressed with this team to start the season. I actually think they're a little bit underrated in terms of their offense. Shot quality-wise, the Mean Green are getting pretty good looks. They have the nice wins over Minnesota and Oregon State. They were competitive in that last game against Utah State at the neutral site. I'm really big on Utah State this year, so I actually thought that was quite the impressive performance. And, High Point has just been dreadful defensively this year, ranked right around 300th in adjusted defensive efficiency. Shot quality numbers aren't much better. Their most impressive win was the win over UAB by 3 points, which at the time looked like a great win. But as we see UAB struggle and lose more and more games, maybe not as impressive a win as we thought. Other than that, their other 2 step-up games against top 200 teams in Missouri State and UNC Greensboro ended up being outright losses. So I like North Texas in this game. I'm going to lay the points with the Mean Green on the road. And that's it. Those are the games for Friday in college hoops. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe and put those college basketball picks in the comment section below. Again, if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium, and there is a link in the description. As always, this is Romanelli. Good luck.